How you guys doing? What's going on, party crashers? We are here for another installment at the messy sweet spot. And guess what, you guys? Hey, Kavan. Hey, Jerome. How you doing, random girl? What's up, baby? If you guys can hear me loud and clear, press that 5. All right? And you know I brought the fan today. Because you know it's a mess we got to get into. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to add Instagram. Now, I've never really added Instagram. This is my first time adding Instagram. So bear with me if I have difficulties. Okay. But, Instagram. Y'all see me over there, Instagram? Instagram people. Press 3 if you hear me on Instagram. Press 5 if y'all hear me on YouTube. Okay. Hi. How y'all doing, y'all? Hell yeah. We back up on that again. All right. So let me tell y'all what's going on out here in these streets. I'm glad y'all pressing that 5. All right. Now, later on in this live, you know I got to go on later on tonight. Okay. But get into the hair, y'all. I brung her back. I know y'all been liking this red bust down that I got. Okay, hey, the freaks come out at night. Hey, the freaks come out at night. Hey, yeah, girl. Do y'all think this is ratchet? I heard somebody calling me ratchet. Okay, this whole week I've been nothing but nice and sweet. I said I'm gonna give them ratchet. But, you know, I asked a few guys when I went out today. I was like, am I dressed ratchet? It was like, no, I'm not dressed ratchet. I thought I was doing ratchet. This ain't ratchet. I thought it was ratchet, but clearly I ain't ratchet like this. Maybe I got to come with my bonnet on. Okay, thank you, Kavan. She said I look beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I see you guys over there on Instagram. Y'all press that 1, 3. Thank y'all. Ooh, man, probably from Shein. You know what? Don't sleep on Shein. Don't sleep on Shein. Yes, I go to Shein. Hell yeah, I go to China. Okay, I got some shit from China. What you trying to say? What's wrong with China? Okay, hell. Your Louis Vuitton come from China. Your Chanel come from China. You ain't see what's going on, honey? Okay, shit. Trying to make me feel bad because I go to Shein. You damn right I got an account and every day I get my points. Okay, booyah. Now hit the Cash App so I can get some more Shein. Can I get some more Shein orders? Okay. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. So the topics that we have today, honey, I don't know if you guys heard. I'm sure you have. But Skai Jackson, you know the little girl from Disney, honey. She can't pick Disney man. She got with a man, and I told her this. I told her, why you with that dog, girl? It's so stupid to me. It's like this. You got a nice house, right? You going to invite a dog in your house that's all dirty and stuff? And expect the dog to clean itself. Expect the dog to behave like a dog. Honey, that is a wild dog, y'all. All y'all got wild dogs, okay? And y'all been all warned, but y'all go out your way to get these bad boys. You go out your way to get these ninjas, and you bring them to your house. They tear your shit up, then you want to cry victim. But I'm sorry that she went through that. I'm sorry that he put the hands on her or whatever. But I could have, if you would have listened to me, it would have prevented this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I got a feeling they are hard-headed, girl. They gonna come from one knucklehead to the next knucklehead to the next knucklehead. You know how I go. Honey, they don't never learn. They don't never learn. So let's talk about it. And I'm looking in the comment section, so I will be going back and forth with you all. Let's get the likes up because you guys know I need those likes to push me in the algorithm. Gigi, I meant it in a good way because I saw something like, oh, yeah, clean that shit up. Clean that shit up. Okay, you know I was going to take it negative. Hell, you know I take everything negative. You better let me know what's going on. Okay, you look like Miss Jessica Rabbit. Oh, do I? Don't lie to me now. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Boosting my head up, baby. Okay. 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 I would never choose a violent man over a woman. Ooh, mind you, Skai Jackson, her man is a bum, look like a bum, talk like a bum, act like a bum, walk like a bum. Okay, so she got the bum treatment. What else was she expecting? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people like, you can't be doing that. Why not? Because clearly you've been babying her and cuddling her, and what have that gotten her? Okay, a busted eye, okay, a trip to the hospital, a heart broke, and a broken phone by you cuddling her and not telling her the real about these men, okay? Talking about, no, you should do what you want to do. You should date who you want to date. Hell no, okay? And listen, man, I got a man right here. He keep on showing me his thing. Let me tell you something. Bring that shit over here, dog. I'm playing. I think he go around because when I was on Cynthia G, she said something about this guy that was showing his thing. Honey, he just showed it to me. I don't mind. Hell, okay? Show that shit. I don't mind looking at your pickle. All right, and it's black. Okay, I love me some dark meat. I'm a dark meat motherfucker. I don't got nothing against nobody. But when y'all be showing me them clear meats that look so pink, it looks so undone. Okay? I don't like, man, you better tan that shit. Okay? You better put that meat in a tan. Let it get brown. Hell. Before you trying to wave it in my face. I like it well done. Okay? Let me see what y'all saying up in here. The Messy Sweet Spot is only channel YouTube that can get through a bunch of topics in 3 minutes. Okay, are you trying to be funny? Because I'm taking my time. Okay, don't try it. Don't try it. Okay, me too, Gigi. A little pink, lush. Yeah, I don't like that pink shit. No offense to nobody that got it. Do you? It's other people that love that shit. You got prostitutes. You'll pay them money and they'll love it. I'm not no prostitute. You can't pay me to do nothing I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let me bring up some of the things that's going on with Skai Jackson. Then we're gonna get over to Meg the Stallion, honey, because she came up and she said some things. And let me look at. I did a poll. I said, "Who back you got?" Because a lot of times in today's society, it's really not about facts. It's really about who back you got. Like if you team such and such, then you're gonna ride for them no matter what. A lot of times in this day and age, it's very political. So the Me Too girls gonna be with the girls, and the X, Y, and Z gonna be with the X, Y, and Z. You believe what you want to believe, despite the facts. People gonna believe what they want to believe, just like religion. Girl, speaking about religion, honey, yesterday was Sunday, honey. Okay, did y'all go to church yesterday? Press 7 if you went to church yesterday, honey. Okay. I tried to warn him, y'all. I tried to warn him, okay? The brothers was coming out of church, okay? And I kept on meeting the brothers coming out of church, left and right, okay? I said, I said, so you a Christian? I knew they was a Christian because they were going to church. But you know what? They could go to church and not be a Christian because I go to church sometime, but I'm not into that religion. Even though that's my background, that's where I come from. But So he like, yeah, he a Christian. He wanted to talk to me. I said, I don't know about that because I believe in fornicating. Okay. I said, I believe in fornicating, honey. Okay, I don't want to get you in trouble. Okay. Girl, why both of them, honey, at different damn times? I told both of them that, honey. They said, I don't mind making a mistake. I said, what? You just came from church, brother man, okay? You should not be that weak in the spirit, okay? Honey, I knew more church shit than they did. Catch that? I understand that. But honey, I said, oh, you must don't fear God, okay? Okay, they don't be fearing God, honey. They was ready to take me down to the pound town right there. Okay. I said, so you believe in fornication? They keep on saying, well, I make mistakes. Bullshit. That ain't a mistake when you intentionally doing it. Hell. But, I don't mind a little Christian dick here and there. You know? You still got to wrap that shit up. Because them Christian dicks be carrying demonic spirits too. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me keep on going on. Gigi look like a snack. Hey, honey, fuck a snack. I'm a whole meal. What? I'm a whole meal in this bitch, okay? Okay. All right, so let me get back over here. Have y'all liked my video? Can y'all please get my likes up? You know I'm struggling as hell. So it says restraining order filed. This is Skai Jackson, the little girl from Disney. Skai Jackson has filed a restraining order against Dion. That's her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, baby daddy. Okay, they don't believe in marriages no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in marriages no more. They just be laying on their back for these dogs and getting pregnant, and then they don't care about the kids because you breaking a broken family. You put okay, honey. Okay, let's creating bastards. Okay, I just wanted to say it. Okay. So y'all know what a bastard is, right? Okay. Press 1 if you know what a bastard is. Press 2 if you don't know what a bastard is, honey. Okay. Don't let me take you to church. Okay. A bastard is when you having fornications before marriage and you produce them kids and they're not covered in the marriage. According to religion, that's what they call bastards, girl. Okay, honey, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the people that created it, honey, okay? So let's keep on going on. They said the father of her son, baby daddy, okay, citing multiple instances of DV. So he was whooping that ass left and right. Now, why didn't she leave the first time? I don't know. Okay, the second, the third, the fourth, but people are saying, well, at least she did it. Well, yeah, at least she did it. Good job for you. But it could have been prevented, goddammit. But at least she did it. And hopefully she don't get involved with another man that drag her ass and do the same thing the first one did. But honey, she's going to have to live with this for the rest of her life. You got a baby and your baby daddy putting hands on you. Your baby got to look at this and read this when they grow up because it's on the internet and stuff. And most likely the baby daddy going to end up locked up in jail, honey, being somebody else Fruit Loop. Okay. Honey, she gonna have a whole baby by another Fruit Loop, okay? Because you know what they say about the men in jail. They get turned out in there, and they be with another man, okay? Your daddy gay, okay? It's a whole bunch of daddies gay, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Okay. You gay boys out there, when somebody call you gay, say your daddy, okay? Because most likely they daddy is gay, okay? And this time of day, hell yeah, okay? All right, so it says Mother Day incident, okay? On Mother's Day, Skai Jackson alleges that Dion, her baby daddy, assaulted her while she was holding her newborn son. Damn, he ain't even care about the kids, girl. He don't care about them kids. He don't care about them kids. These men don't care about them damn kids, okay? It be the women that be caring about the kids, and they telling me this. These women out here having kids just so the man won't leave them, just so they can have some type of soul tie or association with the man because they so damn desperate. Ooh, girl, what is going on? I don't know if we need to send them back to church, but clearly we've been sending them to church, and church ain't working. I say, just leave the men alone. That's what I say. I say, leave men alone, okay? Focus on yourself. Stop trying to do these freak offs. Stop trying to entice these men and just leave them alone. Leave these men alone. Hey, leave these men alone. Leave these men alone. Okay, because you don't want the good ones. I will say go get you a good man, but clearly, if you wanted a good man, you would have had a good man, but clearly you don't want that, so just sit your ass down. Sit down somewhere, but they can't sit down. They steady hopping on dick from dick to dick, okay? But anyway, yeah, that's what he did while she had the newborn baby, honey. It said a pattern of abuse. Miss Jackson reported a 6-month period of constant abuse. So 6 months. Okay, I don't know what months. Was it the winter months, the summer months? But he was tearing that ass up consecutively. Okay, and she says, including choking. He used to choke her ass, scratching, threats with a knife. What? Okay. And this is the man that she loved. Honey, I tell you what, these girls cannot pick a good man. They can't pick a man to save their life, but it seems like they go out their way to pick the devil. It seems like they want to be Satan's wives or Satan's daughters. Okay. Because I'm sure before she got with this man, the signs were there. These men are not cunning, meaning that they have a poker face, meaning that, you know what? They are really good with acting one way. Then when you get involved with them, they act a different way. Hell, he didn't even offer her ass marriage. Okay, he didn't care about her. Wasn't trying to cover her. She was obsessed with him. She was going to be with him no matter what. So that's why she decided to lower her values and standards. Say, you don't got to marry me. You can still put a baby in me, though. Okay? You don't got to marry me. You don't got to respect me. You don't got to honor me, because I can guarantee you before he saw going upside her head, he was cussing her out, calling her all types of bitches and shit, and disrespecting her. Okay? And she let all that shit slide. Okay? And, okay, y'all gonna have to learn. Y'all gonna or just sit down somewhere. Why do y'all have to be in a relationship so much? You know what I mean? Oh, so it says threats during pregnancy. She claims that Dion, her baby daddy, once demanded that she drink bleach while pregnant and threatened to stab her. Ooh, he hated your ass. Oh my God. Oh. Now, this is what I don't understand about some of these girls out here. They come out like they all this and they all that. They got to have the top tier car. They got to have the top tier wig, the top tier purse, the top tier shoes, the top tier jacket. But your nigga is the bottom feeder. Okay? How you get treated by your man is low vibrational. It ain't matching. I would think you like all that high expensive shit and you want to be the top girl and all that your man, the guy that you are with, would treat you top tier. Okay, and it is some level of top tier of ambition, but his ass was a bum. And I'm a big old believer. Who you get with is a big indicator of who you are. Okay, who you associate with is an indication of who you are. I do believe in the thing, birds of the feather flock together. I know people like, well, just because I hang out with them don't mean I'm like them. Maybe true, maybe not, but I'm going to see it as such. Birds of the feather you the same motherfuckers to me. Separate then, okay? Hell, but you know what? Let me see what you guys send in this comment section, okay? It says, sure did. I think revenge corn. Well, you guys know, talking about revenge corn, President Trump, he just signed an order, executive order at that you cannot be doing that on this internet. And his wife is co-signing it because I think she was a victim of that, where somebody was trying to put pictures of her. You know what I mean? And I'm glad he's doing that, because I never took no naked pictures of me. So I don't got to worry about that shit like that, because you know a homie don't play that. Okay. But honey, ooh, I wouldn't even do it. Why taking pictures of yourself? Why you gotta be naked? Put some clothes on. Okay? Why you got video yourself doing all that shit? It ain't worth it. You know, nobody that... It don't take all that to be in love. It don't take all that to be respected. You know, getting all naked and stuff. Whatever. But you know, y'all do what y'all want to do. All right? Nobody can't tell y'all nothing. Right? I'm looking in the comment section. It says, ain't no baby, never held no man. Okay, you better tell them, Gloria. They got the shit all backwards. Okay, they so desperate for it. Gloria, why they so desperate for a man? And a man that don't want them, a man that hate them. Why they keep on picking men that hate them, Gloria? Riddle me that. Can y'all pick that? Why do these girls keep on picking men that hate them? Huh? Huh? See, I think they got daddy issues or something. You know what I mean? Where the daddy at? Where is Skai Jackson daddy at? Speaking of fathers, where her daddy at? Okay. Shit. I blame the daddy. I gotta blame somebody, right? Okay. I blame that daddy. Okay, it says video evidence. She provided accounts of incidents occurred on video when Dion allegedly broke the bathroom door. Ooh, he's strong, right? And physically, ooh, he was bamming on that door. Let my ass in. If you don't let me in, I'm going, Okay, he kept on bamming it. And then he'll run and charge. Boom. Boom! You know, ooh, that shit is scary, honey. Okay. I've never been in that situation. Well, one time I was in that situation, girl. Not like that, because you know I don't play no brother hitting on me. Okay, maybe a slap, maybe a hit on my head. Okay? Maybe. But it ain't bad. Okay? Shit. But okay, one time at band camp or whatever, it was this guy and we was dating or whatever, and it was cool. I ain't had no problem with it at first until I found out the dick was small. Oh girl, you know I started acting up. And he felt honey, I was in love with him until I seen that Tootsie Roll. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh shit. Look, hold on. Look, my shit about to all fuck up, right? Look, my shit is about to fuck up. Banging on that motherfucking table like I done lost my mind. Honey, when I seen that Tootsie Roll, if you seen some shit, it just ignore it. When I seen that Tootsie Roll, I said, oh, hell no. My feelings went out the door. You know what I mean? And I started acting real funny towards him or whatever. And it was hard for me to get over that. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how in the hell I'm going to leave this situation. Because I don't want to ever do it with him. You know what I mean? I'm disgusted at this point. Hell, you should have told me this before. You know, before I get with you, I need to know what you got, and I need to know it's working. Girl, I had a big old thing, a week ago, but the shit didn't work. Oh, I like it hard as a rock. I like it still. Oh, I can't do nothing with no softy, no big softy. I was so disappointed. What a waste. A waste, I say. So anyway, back to the Tootsie Roll nigga. You know, he kind of felt me being distanced because, you know, he just felt it. So when I was distanced, he became more aggressive. You know what I mean? He felt like he couldn't lose me. He invested too much shit involved where he couldn't lose me. So one day I told him, I said, don't come over. He said, why? I'm coming over after work. I said, I ain't going to be here. Don't come over. He like, you better have your ass there. I'm coming over. And I was like, I'm not going to be here. Don't come over, girl. Honey, I was yelling at him. Usually I'd never yell at him, but I wanted him not to come over. But I still stayed home though, okay? I stayed home just in case if his ass showed up and I was not there. I didn't want it to escalate to anything worse. So, honey, he come over my house right, and it's in the daytime. So I know that man ain't that crazy. So I hid in the back like I was not home. I was pretending like I wasn't at home. Girl, do you know he started knocking on my door? And I was like, I'm not answering that goddamn door. Then he started kicking my door. And then all the neighbors started coming out. He was just kicking my goddamn door. I said, oh, hell no. All the neighbors looking at me, I can get kicked out behind this mother. You know what I mean? So, and he don't care about no police, honey, okay? He's real tough. You know, I like them tough niggas. I can't stand no weak ass nigga. So anyway, honey, so I come outside. I open the door. I ain't come outside. And then he was so angry. But when I opened the door, he just melted. And he just started hugging me. And he said, see what you made me do? And I know that nigga was crazy, okay? But nah, that's the closest thing I can remember. Banging on the door or whatever. I couldn't afford to pay that door. So after that, no, he didn't whip my ass. We just talked. And then you know, one thing led to another. Okay. I didn't want to take that Tootsie Roll, but I ain't had no choice. Okay. Did it hurt? No, it was just annoying. It's just so annoying, you know. It's annoying, the motherfucker. But honey, I chose peace. I chose peace. Okay. Uh-huh. I sure did, honey. You know, he's a New York nigga. Okay. You know I love the New York niggas. Okay. I love New York men. I do, I do. Ooh, you loved it. A little bit. I mean, I do like it was a thrill. I do like a thrill. It wasn't boring, okay? But that's none the fact. But if I have to play victim, you know I'm gonna play it. Hell, you know I'm gonna play it. Shit. Okay, but let me move on. All right, it says a public announcement. Jackson publicly celebrated her son's birthday on January 2025, expressing that her motherhood has been fulfilling yet challenging journey. All right, the restraining order was filed in LA County, and Jackson is seeking legal protection for herself and for her child. All right, so no comment from Dion right now. So Dion, I don't know what you was thinking, brother. Keep your hands to yourself, brother. And I don't know what's wrong. I feel like this. I feel like maybe he was jealous of her. I feel like if you're a man and you're jealous of this girl, then you should not be with the girl. But I feel like he's a dog and he's gonna feel like she's a good opportunity. And I feel like she got with him because she felt that she can control him. You can't control no man. You can't control no man. You can't control no. Y'all gonna get enough thinking y'all can control a man with your money. Okay, you can't control no man. Hell. But I guess some of these men can be controlled because they weak as hell. Okay. A lot of these men are weak and they're very soft and it's how you doing. But honey, the gay ones you can't even control. Shit. Just because they taking it in the back door, just because they taking it in the donut hole, just because they taking it in a shithole, don't mean that they can be pushed over, okay? I think sometimes it's the hardest ones. Hell, you know how many times they've been told, stop messing with men, stop sucking dick, and they still gonna do it? You can't control no man. You just can't do it. If he wants some dick, he gonna get some, okay? He gonna do what he wanna do, dog. Okay. All right. Ain't no baby can control him. Can your money you can't? Now it seems like more women are more subject to be controlled by money. Hell. Okay. Okay. But not a man. His mind is different. The mindset ain't the same, baby. Okay. But yeah, we gotta get on Tory and Megan Thee Stallion. Are y'all ready? Thank you, Island Girl. Hell. All right, y'all ready to get on Megan Thee Stallion? So I'm going to put up some of these posts. Megan Thee Stallion, she came back and she clapped back and she has some stuff to say. So I want to put this up here as soon as I find the button. Where is the button when I need it? Where is it when I need it? All right, so here it is. I don't know if you guys been knowing everything that's been going on with Megan Thee Stallion case recently, but Tory Lanez, he got stabbed 14 times. A lot of people were suggesting it could be Roc Nation behind it, Jay-Z. A lot of people allege that Tory Lanez, he was doing things that ain't nobody did before with his music. He was being independent. They're saying the higher elites don't like Tory Lanez being successful and independent, so they have to shut his ass down and then use Megan Thee Stallion to shut him down. It's a whole conspiracy theories behind it. I don't know. Then recently, they said that Kelsey, Megan Thee Stallion ex-friend, Tory Lanez ex-boo thing, okay. The bodyguard was like, Kelsey came out her mouth, said that she popped Megan Thee Stallion. It wasn't Tory Lanez. So that got everybody in their feelings again. And so you have Congress people on the Republican side that are speaking up for Tory Lanez. So you know it's a political bitch, right? That's why I said everything that's on this internet right now, dealing with Diddy, dealing with Meg, dealing with Audie, it's all political. It's all by the higher ups design. It's bigger than just a DV case in all of this situation. And Chris Brown, all this shit is tied together, baby. Okay? All of it is tied together, preparing for the new world order. Now their job is try to make it seem like, it's on some normal shit, but people that got some eyes and got 20/20 vision can realize that this is not just the normal stuff. It has a lot of powers at B in hand involved. Their hand is involved in all this shit. So anyway, Megan Thee Stallion, I guess she got tired, so she starts speaking out, and she says, what's the point of y'all stop making me having to live? She says she don't want to relive it again. Live Tory Lane pop on her. At what point are Tory and y'all fans going to stop lying? Like, how much is the check to keep harassing me? Why is this happening every single day? Okay? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, she said a whole spiel. I'm not about to read all that, but you get the gist. She pretty much said that Tory Lanez popped her, and she's tired of his fans and everybody and their mama second guessing her. Welcome to being a black woman in America. Welcome to being a black woman. Ain't nobody gonna believe a black woman. Everybody hate black women. Okay? So, honey, she ain't the first, she ain't gonna be the second, she ain't gonna be the last. But a lot of people, don't really trust Megan Thee Stallion. They don't trust her ass. They say, you lied about some shit before. She said, I lied just to protect him. Well, listen, y'all better stop lying to protect these men, because it's coming to bite y'all asses, and people don't know to trust you or not. But then they said Tory Lanez, he does the same shit. He said he's sorry up in that jail cell. They said that why he ain't say about all this on the stand earlier. They said because he didn't want to snitch. He down with the gangsters and he didn't want to snitch. I think that's dumb as hell. Okay. And people are like, well, he had to pick motherhood because Kelsey is a mother. Like y'all give a damn about mothers. Y'all don't give a damn about mothers. Hell, y'all hit on mothers. Y'all just heard about Skai Jackson. She said she had the newborn in her hand and her black ass man was hitting her ass while she had a baby. They don't care about no goddamn kids. And people was like, well, why would you get locked up and you got kids of your own, but you gonna protect Kelsey hoe ass? Hell, she ain't nothing but a hoe too. All them hoes. Hell. Okay, it ain't make sense, but I guess that's the excuse he was using, but I don't think it really went anywhere. I want to know what y'all think about all this shit right here. It's a sad and a mess. Okay, the black community, honey. Ooh, everybody getting locked up left and right. All right, so I don't know if you guys want to hear this guy, but I can tell you what he said because he's kind of boring. Pretty much what I just told you about the bodyguard, about how the bodyguard said that he heard Kelsey say she popped Meg 3 times. She popped Meg. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, bodyguard overheard Kelsey talking, and Kelsey said she had the pow pow. I guess she was throwing it up in the air, pow 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 3 times. Tory grabbed Kelsey's arm, grabbed her arm, and the gun went off twice, hitting Meg. Okay, that's what the bodyguard said. And people are saying, well, why are you saying it just now? You know what I mean? Because the reason why the bodyguard came out and said that, because Tory Lane just got a hit. He got stabbed 14 times. So people feel like Tory Lane is about to die. You know what I mean? People are saying, did Rock Nation set that up? Then people are saying that Tory Lane set that shit up so people can have sympathy of him. I need to see the 14. Can I see him get fucked up? Can we get pictures of him getting fucked up? I need to see pictures. I need to see 14 stab rooms. How do I know this is true or not? You know how twisted this government is. You know how twisted this AI thing. If Tory Lanez present the photos of him getting stabbed 14 times, I'm still going to question that. I need to see it in person. Okay? In this day and age, you cannot believe what you hear. You can't believe what you see. You're going to need to do some extra investigation. I don't know what's true and what's not. Okay? So that's how I feel about that. Hoo-wee. I tell you what, child. Leave these men alone. But back to Megan Thee Stallion. And Tory Lanez, you ain't had no bit. You shouldn't have been messing with a hoe anyway. Megan Thee Stallion, you shouldn't be messing with a dog anyway. Y'all gonna get enough of fornicating. Y'all gonna get enough of fornicating and messing around with these dogs and all this freak off culture. This whole activity y'all got going on is fucking y'all up. If everybody was not committing, was not fornicating, none of this would be, right? Can I get an amen? Don't worry, because I got an amen already implementing me. Press 1 if Meg and Tory and Kelsey, if they were not fornicating. Press 1 if they were not fornicating, none of this shit would happen. Press 5 if you feel like that is not the truth. I believe the issue is this fornication, all this freak offs. It is causing y'all to be delirious in your head and being obsessive. If you guys do not have y'all so lustful, y'all are obsessed over lust, and it is sickening because you don't know how to control it. Hell, it ain't a healthy lust. Y'all just out of order with the freak offs. Damn. You don't understand everything that's going on. It have to do with lust and obsession. It don't got love in it. Even that Skai Jackson shit and her boyfriend, love is not there. It's all about lust, obsession, control. That's it. Ooh-wee. But y'all gonna learn the hard way. When they get 50 or 60, then they can understand. All right. So they're saying that a Republican is trying to talk to a Democrat, talking about Democrat government Newsom. You should pardon Tory Lanez, as if a Democrat gonna listen to a damn Republican. You better off getting Barney, the dinosaur, to tell Governor Newsom that. Do you think Governor Newsom really gonna listen to a goddamn Republican? That's going to make his ass keep Tory in the jail even longer. That's going to irritate him even more. Y'all done fucked up now. How dumb can you get? But I think the Republicans, they just doing this to say, hey, we on a black man's side, because, the Republicans and the black men are team Republicans, a lot of them. Even though I know y'all be like, well, I don't think so, bitch. I know because I talk to black men. And, I know, honey. I'm in these, I ain't going to say that. But I talked to him. And then a lot of people were like, well, what about the polls? It says that this percentage of black men voted for Democrats. That's the ones that voted. Most black men was not voting that shit. And then the ones that was voting that was for Democrats, they was probably gay. Hell, okay? Let's keep this shit real, okay? But what do y'all think about this? Okay. It says another relationship Disney star with rough around the edges guy, and she chose him. She has the opportunity to mess with any guy she really wants to, and she go to the dumbest, to the bottom of the barrel, and pick him. Okay. They want Tory, Party, and Diddy. Leave them where they at. Ooh. I tell you what, okay? So, I don't think the Democrats really gonna listen. And this is, Tory, what's his name? Skai Jackson, man. Ooh, hey. Me and Skai Jackson, we can be friends because we don't have the same taste in men, honey. I would never let him touch me. He couldn't even breathe on me, girl. Did you see her man? Look at her man, y'all. He's so ugly to me. Okay, shout out to Chris donating $5. I want to ask you, the host, do you think Skai Jackson mother raised a good daughter? Ooh, I think she lacked a father. Her father failed her, and I think the mother did not know how to give an example of a good man. And I don't think that Skai Jackson mom had good men around her, because I think that Skai Jackson daughter, she saw her mom go through a whole bunch of hell with different men, and she probably felt that shit was normal. So when it came to her, she was cool with that shit in the beginning. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's how I feel about that. All right. But look at him. We can be cool because we do not have the same type of man. I would never be interested in her man. I would never even look at him. Okay. And I'm okay with being friends with girls so we don't got the same taste in men. Okay. So I won't get tempted around a man. They man be looking at me and be like, damn, only if. Only if she wasn't in the picture, okay? Okay, yeah, okay. But yeah, that's the type. That's her type. He looked like a loser. Woo! All right, well, I'm gonna get on out of here. I don't know if I'm gonna do Diddy video. I'm thinking about it. What y'all think? Do y'all think I should come back for Diddy? Press 1 for Diddy. Press 2. No, 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 no. Comment. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys get these likes up. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. Okay, and I'm out.